What's up? I think it's time for an update. The car's basically ready to go to the dyno, except for I need an air filter, need a breather filter, and I need to get a different battery, although that battery would do fine. But it'd be nice to get a battery underneath the car properly. As you can see, I've made quite a lot of progress. I'll talk you through some of it. So, painted up the front end, got all this plumbing done, so we've got the charge cooler all plumbed up, and we've also got all the bleed lines done, and the boost control is all done. So all of that's plumbed. In fact, there is no more plumbing to do on the whole car, unless there's a problem somewhere. Also, I could do with remaking this pipe to get this away from the exhaust manifold. I made the screamer pipe up the other night, and yeah, as you can see, all plumbed up. Got some new stainless bolts, so all that's good. I've used helicopter tape in places like that, and here helicopter tape. I also painted the tunnel. I got the switch panel all fitted, handbrakes all plumbed up, as you know from the last video, but I've put helicopter tape in some places like there where the cylinder could rub against the tunnel. Helicopter tape there so the seat doesn't rub through the paint, although I could do with some more. And I've also put helicopter tape next to my foot, because my foot definitely rubs against there every time I press the clutch. The brakes and the clutch are all bled up. In fact, something you haven't seen, I managed to swap my 1.8 front brakes for 1.6 setup. So got that, I picked them up yesterday from my mate at XO Racing, and got it all fitted up and bled, and the brakes work superb, although the bias bar is wound all the way to the front. But you can also see I got the dashboard in. Needs a bit of trimming in places to make it look a bit neater, and it also, for some reason, it seems like the cowl doesn't fit anymore and it needs a bit of trimming in places. So we'll figure that out. It might be, I'm sure I've had the dash bolted in before, but something's changed. But I'm using some of these nice bolts. As you can see, I'm using them on the tunnel as well. Managed to scratch a few bits when fitting the tunnel. Switch panel all fits and looks decent. Put some warning lights in for the oil and the alternator, although because it's an LED, the alternator light doesn't go out, so I need to put a resistor in line with that. Don't think there's a huge amount more. You can see there's a heck of a lot of plumbing in through here now. All goes down through there, brake lines through there, need some grommets for the brake lines. But it's looking pretty decent, I'm quite happy with it. Painting the tunnel and getting that fitted has transformed the car, and also painting the front end and getting that fitted has transformed the car. Got to say a massive thank you to T7 for helping me out with a lot of this line. I'm pointing at the AN3. The AN3 came from Torx, because T7 and XO Racing, they don't do AN3. But I got all of like the AN8 fittings, and I'm sure some of the AN10, you can see there's a difference between these two. I think the shinier ones, these come from XO Racing or T7, and these came from Torx. Slight difference, and you can see there's a slight difference in the weave. The T7 is a coarser weave, and the Torx is a tighter weave. Got the XO Racing turbo blanket fitted. Seems to be decent. And now I am on to bodywork. As you can see, stuff like this needs painting and tidying up and making look good. The wings need painting. The reason why they've been scuffed back like this is because I was going to glue the arches on, but I think I'm going to paint these and get these fitted, and then make the arches fit separately. I've got doors to do and also the spoiler. So yeah, hang on, get rid of that. So yeah, got loads of work to carry on with, but the car is mechanically pretty much done. There's things like harnesses. I want to change the seat rails because there's not much meat where the bolt goes through. Battery, filters, change this pipe. I had a look at whether I could get wider wheels on the back, and it ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna just do what I need to do with the arches to make them fit and call it a day on that. So yeah, catch you in the next one, guys.